Hello, viewers. Welcome to episode 4 of. I almost said Mind Pump. It's one of my favorite podcasts. Welcome to 6 Degree Theory, the show where random people come together to talk about their goals and ambitions and dreams and share their ideas on how to get there and help each other to do so. My name is Adrian Galvin.
My name is Alejandro Reynoso.
I'm Christopher Avalos.
I'm Raymond Rosales.
And we are 6 Degree Theory -2.
-2.
For today. We're missing 2 people, but it's okay, it's all part of the process. Okay,
That's becoming an inside joke now.
It's too much. We're going to go ahead and kick it off with goals and how we did last week and what we're going to do this coming week to accomplish them. So Alex, why don't you tell us what you're working on, what you did this week, and what you're going to do this week.
Alright, so my last week goals that I accomplished were the light painting video, getting started on the Subaru, as in like actually finishing up and diagnosing the head gaskets and stuff like that. Starting out with finding out about the assessment testing I had for college and stuff like that, so I can continue my degree. Got 2 more classes to go and I'm done. So I'm almost done with that, and then I've actually done all of that. So that was legit. I actually put pedal to the metal and actually didn't procrastinate on anything whatsoever and started on that.
Nice.
So the only thing I didn't get a chance to do though was start on a book. And that's what really disappointed me.
Starting on a book?
Yeah.
That was the thing you wanted to do?
That was the thing I wanted to do.
Reading a book?
Reading a book.
Oh, reading a book.
Yeah. So, no, sorry, writing a book. I wish. That's your goal, man.
Me too, bro.
No, but I did the light painting video. I actually did the light painting itself, did the light painting video. I did at least 2 more videos on the Subaru, and I actually ahead of schedule, and I have it scheduled the release on YouTube on Friday because I'm doing a week of videos, and I actually started on the making of our other episodes.
Oh, nice.
So been doing a lot, and getting that handled.
Let's go, man. Did you end up going to the doctor? Remember you said you wanted to go to the doctor to get the needle?
Yeah, actually, I went to go to the doctor. We did some X-rays on my swallowing and everything, and they had swallowing some really chalky goo, I guess it was.
Oh,
Was that for the X-ray?
To get
The X-ray, and I saw my heart and I saw my spine, and it all looked fantastic. But I guess there's no cure for acid reflux, man. Not cure, but there's no way to fix the condition of acid reflux. So now I'm just okay, now I'm just on a pill for the rest of my life. Until it gets worse than any surgery, apparently. So I guess they wrap an intestine around your esophagus to try to close that gap.
Oh, wow.
But it might be too small, and so food will go past down that. So it's really gnarly.
Whoa.
That I don't want to think about at the moment.
Yeah.
But I went to the doctor, got all that handled. Gonna do some blood tests, haven't done that yet. But yeah, man, visited my little brother on Sunday for his birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I played Halo with him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he sucked.
He sucked, yeah, he's pretty bad.
And when you're trying to rank up in that game, you can't lose games, bro.
No, you can't, man. Well, what about you, Adrian? What's going on?
Last week was dope. I set
Wait, are we gonna do?
Oh, what are you gonna do this week?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all doing that workout?
Yeah.
Alright, sick. So, this next week, I plan on finishing every single episode that I started up to this point. So that means 2, including this one, 3 episodes.
Oh, for 6 Degree Theory?
6 Degree Theory. It's going to be pushed out by Saturday, for sure.
Okay.
So, that's a goal I set for myself. It's going to happen.
I commend you, bro. We love you.
And another goal.
Did you guys see we have views on that? We've got 20 views or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
dude, people actually watched it.
Yeah.
And you have to get a certain percentage of the way through to count as a view.
I know I wasn't one of those views.
I almost seen it once too. Wow. That's
I
cool.
never even seen the whole thing. It was 2 hours long.
Yeah, I watched
20
I
minutes
watched
of it.
I watched 30 minutes of it on my way home, and I was okay.
I tell some of my coworkers hey, you guys should check this out. Oh, cool, yeah, man, I'll check it out. How long is it? 2 hours. I'm like, oh, shit. They're just I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
You guys should make it down into bite-sized pieces. Oh, yeah?
Definitely that.
I mean, I always tell them that is part of the plan.
We're gonna get there once we get this.
Unless more people get desktops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my goals for this week are to actually start taking apart the Subaru, take the actual engine out, start the recording, finish that up, get it pushed out, and then I got a job offer at Honda
Oh, nice.
So yeah, apparently my friend who actually works for Honda, she told me she'd give me her recruiter number,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently she goes door to door with people who actually do own Hondas to try to get rid of those Takata airbags.
Oh yeah, I've heard of.
Oh, there's a recall on that.
There's a recall on that. Yeah, so her job is literally she's a door-to-door person that goes into each person that owns a Honda or goes to like the address to find out where the Honda's at, so they can bring in a technician for free to replace it at their home so they go to the dealership.
Oh, wow, that's
And
crazy.
she gets paid like a lot of money just to do that. Yeah, that sounds really
yeah,
good.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
if they don't get that replaced and there's an accident,
death.
they're really, it's
That's more expensive.
yeah.
There's already 13 deaths apparently on those Takata airbags because she just did the whole spiel for me of what she does. So I learned there's like 13 deaths and like tons of like injuries
Oh, wow.
just on the airbag. It's shrapnel. It's basically a bomb.
Yeah.
It's a grenade in the airbag.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
If you own a Takata,
if you own a Honda,
A Honda.
any Honda, Nissan,
certain years, I looked at mine. Mine's good.
it's actually like 2001 up and up. Like I think Honda Civics have it. Because
Yeah.
my Honda Civic had that. Apparently, I had a bomb in my car. I didn't know. Sucks.
that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, but I plan on talking to a recruiter this week to try to get that done and over with so I can get a job. And then, to be honest, yeah, that's my only goals at the moment, those three. So,
Nice.
Solid, man.
yeah. So, like, there's not for sure on that job, but, you know, definitely go for it,
Mm-hmm.
attack it,
Yeah.
fangs out, claws out, gonna grab it, man.
You got school this week too, right?
And school starts this week, too, you know?
You got a lot, bro. That's a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
Solid though.
Get it handled, man. Thanks. What about you, dude? What's going on? What's your
Um,
goals? What was your goals last week?
Well, okay, my goals last week was to stick to my schedule that I had created, which was to write Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, I had everything scheduled out on what I was going to do, and I did it. And I stuck it out, you know. I woke up, went to the gym in the morning, came home from the gym, and wrote for like, 45 minutes. And in the beginning, I don't even know what I'm writing about yet, you know? It's literally just random process, but things are starting to kind of piece together. I have some different ideas on what I want to write. I have an idea for like a nonfiction and also like fiction and just writing random stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah, man. There you go.
That's the only way you can really start, I feel like. But I've been getting some more ideas and some more thoughts, and I feel like this creative process it's growing like that part of my brain that's like creative,
Yeah.
you know? So for right now, like more ideas are starting to attract me, and I feel like, honestly, I also feel like God or like the universe is helping me, because random stuff keeps happening. I met one of my patients on Friday is a writer, and he started talking about his ideas and how like what he writes about. He talks about like God and like relationships and different like life things, and he was giving me advice and like, yeah, man, you should download this app called Grammarly, and it's this app that literally like works along word processor and tells you if you're repeating too many words, and it gives you suggestions for different words, and also like corrects your grammar as you're going.
Sick.
Like
that's
all
crazy.
this, yeah, like it works alongside of you, so you don't have to edit anything. You can just like flow, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's awesome. He's like, yeah, and he's like, he gave me his phone number, his email, like we should get together for lunch sometime. We can just talk about writing. And I'm like, I'm so down. What are the odds of that, right?
Yeah, that's
like,
sick,
bro,
exactly.
that's like God, it's the universe, bro. Like, straight up.
Like like law of attraction. That's just
Yeah.
really real. It's like you think it into existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you really have
man.
these thoughts and you really
Yeah.
are ready to do something, like the universe will kind of point you in the right direction sometimes, and it's just up to you to like just
Take the opportunity.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Just seize the moment.
Exactly. And so I've been kind of really honing in with the idea of like what it is that you really like, you know. I remember Jasper even said, he said, life gives you what you need, you know? He gives you the resources you need. So I made a list of a bunch of positive emotional things that I want to do this process, and a bunch of negative emotional things of consequences for not doing it. And that just like totally empowered me. And like I realized after writing that, like I have so many like deeper reasons to be doing this. Not just the writing, but I've been also like vlogging it, recording it. So I've been vlogging all week too.
Processing it.
You know, going to the gym with my camera. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't bring the camera into the gym. I mean that's my next step, because I also feel like I need to stand, because I can't just like sit on the ground. Like I can't really get any good angles.
Use what you got, man. You get like a shirt or a jacket and just kind of prop it.
That's true.
Just I mean, I've seen it before. You put, I think you did it on your phone,
On my
right?
Snapchat, yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier. Sometimes on my phone, yeah, because it's like I can like lean it on something or something, yeah. But anyways, I've been doing that, you know, going through the process, and like I feel like last week the last thing I wrote was like, holy like it clicked, you know, like things started actually flowing out, and it was like good. I was like, hell yeah, you know, like so just going through that process. Next week, continue the same process, stick to this process, continue my morning routine, refining that, my writing, and keep vlogging, and I mean that's pretty much it. My goal is just to keep going, keep pushing through this process. I feel myself like refining my morning routine really well. Like the first thing I do is wake up, cook, go on YouTube, and like my recommended feed now is just literally motivational stuff. Like that's all my recommendation now. And so I've just been like literally first thing I just play it and I start going through my day. I don't even it's like it'll be like you gotta get up and you gotta kill it. Like I'm like yeah. I'm like it just pumps me up, bro. And I go to the gym and I'm just like ready, let's go. So just continuing that process next week for sure. Being consistent with it. That's my goal.
That's good.
What about you, bro?
My goal from last week was to like come up with a decision for the job, and on that one, I declined that job offer. So I pretty much felt like I could have been making more, like starting off at the other job, and also the time was pretty big factor in that, because I'll be having more time to do to work on my personal development and work on other things other than work. I could even pick up another job if I need the money, but I'm good right now for that, so I figured the best thing to do was just have more time on my plate. So I didn't decline that job offer. I think another one of my goals was to stick to the gym. I missed one day, but I only went 2 days this week just because I was getting off work really late and I was coming home hella tired. So I plan to keep going with that though. I still want to go 3 times a week, and I felt really bad about missing it this week. But it's all part of the process.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
At least you feel guilty.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But
You should.
no, I mean, I want to get right back on it after this video. I'm gonna go to the gym tonight.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
So this is what week is this for?
It's my second week on your program.
Okay.
Yeah, but I missed a day.
Last week?
Yeah.
You can make up for it.
Yeah. So I think those were my main goals. I mean, I didn't do super well on overall, I guess, but I feel like I did all right. I came to the conclusion with that job, so that was my main thing. So now going forward this week, my goals are gonna be to stick with the gym. I just started my online class, so I'm just gonna be doing that. Other than that, I think. I'm starting to read more books. I'm taking my books to work now, so I want to be reading more at work, on my breaks and stuff like that. So I have this real estate book that I bought that I never actually started reading.
Same here. I didn't read any of those books that I bought. those books that we went to go buy together?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start reading that book. But other than that, my goals have been about saving pretty good. I've been doing that thing where I hold on to my checks, and I'm still holding on to my checks from a few months ago, or last month or something like that. I don't even know. I haven't been using any of my money, so I feel pretty good about that, And every check that comes in, I'm just saving it, not using any of it. So
Nice.
right now it's going pretty good on the saving. I'm pretty close to getting to our goal. I can probably get to that goal within a lot faster than I thought, because we said by December, January. Yeah. I could probably have my part about November for sure. I plan to have that, but I'm still saving up for other things too, So
Give me some time, bro.
yeah, no, of course.
Get some other things. Okay.
No, yeah, I know. And dude, cause remember when you told me, oh bro, I'm halfway, I'm oh fuck, I'm not even close.
Yeah.
So I'm not now I'm getting there too,
It's like this, bro.
Yeah.
You realize oh yeah, I'm doing so good, and then, oh damn, I need to pay off a student loan according to my fiduciary. It's okay, I think I need to just pay off the student loan. Yeah.
But I'm doing pretty good on the saving. Those are my biggest goals. For this week, just I'm gonna need another check this week. I'm gonna save that check, and stick to the gym, and read at work. Those are my 3 main goals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What's going on, Ray?
Solid. Honestly, don't even remember my goals last week. Don't even remember. But I can tell you what I did do last week. But I remember one of the biggest things I really wanted to do was I remember I was kind of upset last week, so I kind of wanted to fix that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get back to where I know that like a healthy mind state and everything. You know, where I feel like I thrive the best. And so that's one thing that I really spent doing last week was really again just trying to listen to like Gary Vee and stuff like that, and just listening to motivational stuff. Started reading a little bit. I didn't read as much as I wanted to though. I remember that was actually one of my goals was reading my book by Stephen Covey. I started it, but definitely wasn't consistent with it, and I think that's something I need to get done. But one of my other goals they're starting to come back to me was I wanted to register for classes, and I registered for some classes, so I got a couple online classes right now. So definitely gonna start doing school again a little bit right now. I'm trying to think what else. Can't remember what they were, but that's pretty much what I did. I didn't do too much last week. I started my new job again. I'm not really happy there, so I quit.
You already wait.
Yeah.
You quit that new job?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. So right now I'm just in between things again. So, but I think that's what actually is helping me.
That's
like,
a great development. Right?
Yeah, man.
For sure. I mean, it's not. It's fucked myself out of another.
Great
job.
as in,
I had a pretty decent job that I fucked myself out of. But that's actually like good thing because you know what I mean. I think everything happens for a reason. Maybe it doesn't, but hopefully it does.
And sometimes you just like
no. Sometimes you just need it because it just
you
gets you hungry again. You know what I mean? And like it's like again that's one thing that helps me get back into that mindset. Is like damn, like you know like we don't have an income for a minute. You know, it's like damn, the little bit of money that I've been saving and stuff. It's like I'm gonna have to live off that again, and I already know how that's like. So. Again, it gives you back that hunger, like reinvigorates me, like I feel good again, like again, listening to Gary Vee and stuff like that in the mornings, like spending mad amounts of time like trying to do that. I've been really trying to cut out like TV and stuff like that. Really fucking difficult though because I started Entourage, and that show's fucking amazing. Like I love that show, so it's been really difficult to do that, but that's one thing that I've been really trying to do is like cut out little things like instead of listening to music when I'm driving, you know, I try to listen to my book. I've been listening to Think and Grow Rich again, so it's just little stuff like that.
I've been reading Think and Grow Rich
yeah,
again.
so I started re-listening to it like on my Audible. You know, it's really easy for me to digest it that way, and then I can read other things. But just little things like you actually I think you sent that video, Adrian, where it was like that 21-day challenge. Some Instagram girl was talking about like she didn't watch TV or listen to music or anything like that. Any like sort of content like for 21 days, like she was only listening to, you know, like empowering content for like 21 days, and like I was gonna try that, but I was like that's gonna be a little bit difficult. I'll start, you know, slowly. Like, exactly. But also I think one reason why I don't want to cut out TV and things like that completely is because I'm gonna move into my next schools because last week you know I did school, gone to school, forgot what else I said. Oh, just trying to fix my mind state, little stuff, quit my job. So that's my new goals this week is find a good job. I have a solid lead on a job, so I'm hoping that everything goes well with this one. This actually could be a really good job for me. It'll be super good, but we'll see what happens. Another goal is to, you know, try to continue to just fill my brain with good content and things like that. I really want to start like a morning routine because everything I've been reading, you know what I mean, everybody does a solid morning routine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I want to start getting that down, and even more importantly than that, I want to like start managing my time a lot better. So that's one thing that I know is that sometimes when I have free time, I don't have scheduled time, I'll waste it. I'll find ways to waste it. You know what I mean? When
try to fill with the gaps kind of thing.
Exactly. Like there's ways that I could fill that free time with productive activities instead of, you know, useless activities. So that's one thing that I really want to do is stop wasting so much time and start using that time a little bit more effectively. And
so what's your this week's goals?
my this week's goals, damn, that's what I was just gonna say, I totally forgot.
Good job, guys.
Set new
Well, you
goals.
started saying it already.
Oh yeah, I
said
wanna
continue morning
create a morning routine, manage my time a little bit more effectively this week. find a new job.
So something in real estate too, like.
Yeah. So actually, the lead I have is possibly with like a home warranty company. So we'll see what happens. It's like somebody that I know through like the home warranty industry and stuff, and they're filling a really good position. I'm honestly not qualified for it, so I'm hoping that my relationship and just knowing somebody helps me out here. So that's really what I'm relying on. It's a great job though. Again, just fingers crossed. Hope I get it. I actually have to call back in the morning to the lady who's trying to help me out a little bit with it, and yeah, I had another goal though, I forgot. Oh yeah, again, like I remember you were saying that like this whole process has been making you feel more like creative and things like that. I definitely feel that way too, especially with the little bit more free time that I have. Like I had my weekend, I have like Friday, I didn't work on Thursday or Friday. So I've I had a few days off right now, I feel good. But one thing that I've been doing with that actually is like I know I told you guys about how I wanted to start that show with like Terrence and them and stuff like that. So we haven't gotten around to doing that because it's difficult to get everybody together at those times. But my buddy Raul, like, who does the videos and stuff like that too, me and him have actually been working together a little bit on starting some stuff. So we're hopefully going to start, like, shooting documentaries or something of that nature, like, and really just start, like...
Nature?
Trying to make a movie.
Something of that nature.
Oh.
Yeah, something of that nature. Yeah, not of nature.
For show? I didn't know you were like that, right?
No.
I know you about that.
Yeah, no. I think we're gonna definitely do something. We're gonna see where that happens. Right now, we're in the talks of that stuff. But I've been again just trying to spend my free time doing like little things like that. So I've been writing again a little bit. Like we started talking about this, so I'm trying to start writing like the premise of it, trying to get it all outlined so that way it works well, and just kind of trying to use my free time creatively, trying to make the most of my time. I think that's my biggest goal this week, and then create a morning routine, continue reading, continue listening to the people I'm listening to. Just trying to land a solid job for a minute, So that's kind of where I'm at. If that doesn't happen, then I guess
September or something.
Dude, if you wanna work, Tesla's hiring.
Yeah, for sure. Tesla's always hiring for sure, and that's one thing
I
that
think they're starting at like 21 now.
Yeah, they start off like good starting pay for
Yeah.
sure. But right now it's like I want to stay in the industry that I'm at. I want to stay in the
for
field
sure,
that I'm at
for
right
sure.
here, and I just want to continue to like get experience and everything like that. Like it's just I haven't put in the hustle for like my actions don't match
Your
my
desired
goals.
outcome.
Exactly. Like you know what I mean? Like my actions, the way I'm acting, the way that I'm handling my everyday life, I don't know why I'd expect to be a millionaire by like 30, 35. You know what I mean? Nothing that I'm doing today is helping me get to that goal. Like not nothing, but I'm definitely not doing enough, and I know that. So you know what I mean? Like there's people who are my age who are killing it in the real estate industry and things, but I'm gonna take a little backseat on this. I'm hoping that I get this job. If not, then I think it's time. I don't know. but yeah, that's where I'm at.
Time to start panicking or what?
No, definitely never that. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a blessed situation. Like I moved home for one of those reasons is that I don't have to really necessarily like pay rent. If I can't pay rent, like my mom's not gonna evict me type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I have a really good situation right here. I have credit cards that I definitely don't want to rack up more debt on. So like if anything worse comes to worse, like I have money to spend. I'll be alright at the end of the day, and I've never had my back up against the wall and like not figured it out. You know what I mean? So I think, like I said again, like it is just something that makes me a little bit hungry at times. It feels that like fire again in you, and you know what I mean. You get hungry, like you have to be hungry at those times. You're like, damn, like nobody's gonna feed me. I gotta eat. So it's like you gotta figure it out. And I think that sometimes that really helps me, and it also gives me my free time right here. That's one reason why I had to quit that job was that it was just taking up way too many hours of my day. Like
Driving.
yeah, it was the driving, being there for like 10, 11 hours a day was like crazy. Like you know what I mean? And it was all in like the promise of like where it could take you and stuff like that. And it's like that's great, and I totally believe it, but it just wasn't for me at the time. You know what I mean? So it's like I just gotta do what's right for me, and I think that you always know what's right for you, what's best for you. You know what I mean? Like you just know, like internally. So I think that's kind of where I'm going right now. This has been probably the most inconsistent year of my life, but so be it. That's where I'm at. 24, going on 25 this year. Going on vacation next weekend. Living off my savings. But
Where you
I
going?
don't give a fuck. To Reno.
Okay.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what's crazy funny too is that I was actually supposed to go to Reno with my job this next week. Like I would have been like with that
It's
job
the
I just
button.
had.
No, it's the
No, this one.
yeah.
Also, I got a nice picture of everybody.
But yeah, cool. I feel like I've been going off on tangents. So yeah, my goal last week, content this week.
I mean, as long as you recognize what's going on, like,
Yeah, for sure,
definitely
exactly.
gonna progress.
Yeah, definitely, of course. And I think that's all what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's just like
Make yourself aware.
yeah, for sure. And I always just think like anytime stuff like this happens, I'm like, it's gonna be an extra chapter in my book. You know, it's gonna be an extra little monologue for me to tell Oprah when she interviews me.
How did you get from that bottom to the
Yeah, you
top?
feel me? Like like
you
everybody
quit your
has
job and
everybody has to struggle like that. Exactly. Like like I said, I've been watching a lot of Entourage, and like there was this episode that really kind of like fired me up the other day because like there's I'll give you a little backstory. He's like the agent and stuff like that, and he's like a hard ass but he's sick. He's a closer. Like he's a sick ass character. His name is Ari and stuff, and he's an agent, and he ends up getting fired from like one of the high profile agencies over there. He's like the top agent. He built it to where it was, this and that. But he gets fired because of some BS and stuff. And then he's kind of, like, fuck, like, what do I tell my wife? What do I do? Like this and that. But then, like, his assistant kind of, like, reminds him, like, who he is, what he's done, and, like, all this shit. And he's just like, boom. And now he opened up his own fucking agency and all this and that, So it's, like, sick. It's, like, it just reminds you again, like, and you read all these stories of all these millionaires and everything like that. Sometimes it does take that stuff. Like I don't know if you guys watch Shark Tank. I always think about Robert Herjavec though. Like he talks about how he got fired. It took him getting fired, before he went and like founded his fucking $100 million company. You know what I mean? Like so, sometimes it takes like that extra struggle and whatever. It's just like I don't know. I just have to get back into where I know I've been.
Yeah.
To where like I feel like I'm hungry. I feel like that was what was fucking up. Like I felt like I was good for a little bit. And then for whatever reason, like I feel like I was falling off and just kind of falling back into my.
Yeah, just make sure that you keep your conviction.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
Don't let go of the goals that you have.
Yep.
Stay uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? It's like I was getting too comfortable. I think that was the biggest reason why I had to quit my job, my good job that I had like a month ago. And I quit this other job because I felt like it was gonna be more painful and there was gonna be a lot of growth to it. But I also felt like it was just taking up too much of my time. It wasn't worth it. Like I didn't know if it was actually gonna be that rewarding because like I felt like maybe I'm getting lied to. I've been in jobs like this where it's like you guys promise a lot and under-deliver.
I mean, just your gut feeling, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I was at right there, and I was like,
Intuition and everything.
yeah. And then like I found out like doing fundraising, but we're making like commission off of the fundraising as well, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like
It's kind of weird.
yeah, it's like I
It's
know.
unethical.
Yeah, exactly. Like I get that sometimes there's definitely has to be a percentage and stuff like that you have to get or whatever, but it's just like I felt like too much of my paycheck is coming out of this fundraising and stuff like that, which is just like I don't know, and it's just like yeah, I'm just doing me right now. And it's what I've been doing. I feel like fucking Tom Cruise and what's that movie?
Mission Impossible.
Top Gun?
Jerry Maguire.
Oh yeah.
Dude, have you guys seen Eyes Wide Shut? Tom Cruise, Stanley Kubrick.
Uh-uh.
Dude, that's a great movie. You guys should watch it. It's really good. One of my favorite movies.
That's what Tom.
Seriously, like if you guys watch it and you guys are into like film, it's like, dude, and like, it's just so fucking good. Stanley Kubrick, 2001, Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. I watched like something agenda.
Quotes or anything that you read that stood out this week. What you got, Alex?
Personally,
Nothing.
no, I did watch a lot of Gary Vee this last week, like on my passing time and stuff like that. Especially on his Instagram and stuff like that. But like, I honestly can't. I didn't write anything down, so I really can't think of anything on top of my head at the moment. I just been too preoccupied with school and like my work right now to like really like get into it.
Well, there's anything Gary Vee message that stood
There was a video.
What's that? It doesn't have to be a specific quote, anything that stood out. Just that
It's any message.
consumed, any message. Yeah. It could have been it could be a summary of what you heard or whatever. So.
Sorry, I'm on the spot right now. I can't think of anything. Yeah, sorry guys.
Adrian.
It's 2 weeks in a row now.
Go, bro. You're good. 3 strikes, you're out.
Step behind that camera, bro.
One thing that really stuck with me this week was well, it was like a video I sent to you guys. It was like a 45-minute long interview on Impact Theory.
Oh, I watched like half that.
You watched it, some of it?
Most
Bro,
of it.
I watched that video 5 times, bro.
Damn.
And I'm planning on waking up tomorrow morning and watching it again because everything that he said on that was actionable. It was real as shit, and like I want that stuff programmed to my mind where I like, that's part of me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that he said that really stood out with me was that self-confidence is self-trust. It's the same thing. So like being able to trust yourself to actually take those actions is what's gonna give you the momentum to go out there and do what you say you want to go and do.
Wow, that's very true. I really agree with that because I feel like that. Like I've never felt like I'm super confident normally, but like I said, like this new job, I feel like you know, I was like.
I think it's because you keep telling yourself you're gonna do something and then you just like fall off of it or something,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, yeah, but no, it's like this job. I've like normally I go into jobs and I kill interviews and I feel like, damn, I'll kill this job. This job, I'm like, can I do this job? You know, like I'm like, fuck. If I get the job, am I gonna let people down type shit? You know what I mean? But that's like basically I just come back down to like that self trust. Like I don't even trust myself yet enough to do that. But it's like normally like I do because you know I've done it or whatever. But yeah, self trust is self confidence is self trust.
And he was talking about like how like you need that to like, you know, to be like taking those actions and moving forward.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he talks about, like he was a baseball coach, and that people would get too caught up with the results. We're trying to be somebody, and a lot of the self confidence starts going down when they start thinking about everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
When they start thinking about like how they're gonna react or how is this person gonna do it, rather than thinking about the things that and the putting in the work. I mean, thinking about the work that they're putting in.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that he would do to help boost up these players' self confidence was like help them acknowledge and recognize you're coming in here and putting in all these extra reps. Like, look at you, what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You're putting in all this time and all this work and all this effort, and you're over here, you know, staking in longer hours than anybody else. Be proud of that. And he said that he would start noticing how, like, their confidence would start boosting up.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, myself, I noticed this past week, my self-confidence has been hella growing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because you can grow your self-confidence by doing things that aren't even related to whatever it is you're trying to do. Because self-confidence is not something related to whatever you're trying to do. It's like your self-worth. Do you trust in yourself to be able to go out and perform? One perfect example is like, let's say you had a good-ass game, like in soccer, you know, or you're playing sport, and you kick ass, and you did hella good, you scored hella goals. That self-confidence carries over into other areas of your life. Like now you can like all of a sudden talk to girls better, or like
For sure.
kill a job interview.
Yeah, just because of how you feel about yourself.
Exactly. And so one thing, like for example, in that journal that I showed you guys, what some of the challenges it tells you, like take a cold shower. So it's like screw it, like this is hella scary, I'm gonna do it, bro. Like that cold shower carried over to hella other stuff.
That's even what that guy said in the interview. He's like, I do something cold in the morning or something.
Yeah.
Like that. And my boy, he told me about this before too. This used to be one of my best friends in San Diego. It's full Josh, he's a musician. And he did this thing like cold shower challenge. And I was asking him why he was doing it. Like he would always post it on his Instagram story like every morning. Like day 10, day 30, you know, but every day. From day 1 to like 30 days.
I've been doing it every morning, bro.
Yeah, and I asked him why. He told me that he was reading all this shit and all these like, you know, like millionaires and stuff like that. That's something that they all had in common. He's like, you can start off warm and then, you know, just move to cold. It's like, just make sure the water's cold when you get up. It's like,
dude, just growing your self-confidence, bro. I think that is like so freaking key if you want to go out and do anything in life. And it literally could be something as simple as saying, you know what, tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm gonna make my bed. And you make that bed. And that right there starts the ball rolling.
yeah.
For you to have an amazing day, for you to be confident in yourself that, you know what, I trust myself that if I say I'm gonna go do something, I'm gonna do it. And you know what, you can have a shitty ass day, you can go through the whole day not accomplishing anything you set out to do, but at night when you go back into bed, you can peel back that blanket that you just made at night and say, you know what, at least I made my bed today. You feel me? At least I know that when I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna freaking do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? And that right there, bro, because you know, in order for you to go through the process, you know, in order for you to get to where you're trying to go, you need to like be able to go through the process. And in order to do that, you just need to be self-confident enough to know that if I'm gonna say I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna fucking do it and try it.
And hold yourself accountable.
Exactly.
That's something that's huge, and I feel like I've definitely progressed the most in life is when I hold myself accountable. Like, more than anybody else, you know what I mean? Like, I have to hold myself accountable for my actions, like, or for things. Like, I tell myself I'm gonna do something, like you said, and if you do it, you hold yourself accountable and you stop bullshitting yourself, like, you know, you get shit done.
So yeah, bro, that's been the most like prominent thing for me this week, and I'm like gonna carry that. Like that is like so deep for me now. Like that message, what he said, bro, it is like gonna be here in with me for the rest of my life. Like that's how important to me it is. And like I highly recommend you guys like watch that freaking video, whether it be in the background while you're doing something else. I promise you, that's just one thing. There are so many things in that video I could have said right now. Like there are so many quotes in that fucking thing. I'm just like, bro, this like.
I think I don't know where I got this one. I think it might have been from that video, but it's been in my head like all week. But I wrote it on my whiteboard. It was a good one.
Show Chris's first. Let's
go, Chris. I started reading Think and Grow Rich again because like I feel like when we started doing the book club, I like just like had to go through and read it. And so one of the quotes that I liked that I was reading was desire can be transmuted into its physical equivalent, which is something that like that I think has been a theme so far, like with what we've been talking about, just like law of attraction kind of stuff. Because while like I believe that like the law of attraction isn't like the end all be all thing, like that's not the only thing that like that is the law, you know. I think it applies to everything though, you know, like to the outcome of everything, you know, because and one of the things that they were saying was that no great thing was made without being desired first or being wanted, you know, or it had to come from somebody's mind, you know. So like that's just what's been resonating with me is like because as far as I think back, like everything that I ever accomplished or anytime I felt accomplished about myself, it's something that like I set out to do, and I really just like focused on it, you know. Whenever I got this position that I'm in right now, it's like I focused everything that I had to make sure that that's what I was going to get, you know. And I wouldn't stop thinking about it, you know. And obviously that led into my actions, you know, getting stuff done. But I think it all starts within your mind and desiring and having that idea to begin with, you know. So that's what really resonated with me when I was reading that book. Any thoughts?
No, I like it. I think that's super important and correct. Like you said, like I remember Warren Buffett said something like what separates him from, you know, him and Bill Gates and all these other people, like from everything else, is like focus. Like, you know, they were just able to stay focused. Like, you know, and that's something that's key to life. Like if you can just stay focused on one thing, and you know what I mean, like no matter what it be, like if you can keep that focus, like that can be life changing. Like you said, you know, like your mindset does create, and your actions do follow your mindset. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes I feel like your actions can help create your mindset. Like when they talk about getting active and being physical and stuff like that, like it does, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're...
But at the same time, where did that active, like where did you get the idea to become active? You know, it was all within you, you know?
For sure, yeah, definitely.
So it all starts in the mind, and like just having that positive mindset and knowing what you want. I think that's what it is, or making what you want. It's like such a great desire that it becomes a need.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of my favorite quotes from, this isn't the one that I was thinking, but one of my favorite quotes that I always remember from Think and Grow Rich is plan A or perish. Like, don't give yourself a plan B. Don't give yourself a backup option. Sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? It talks about like how these guys went on the ship and they burnt all their ships when they got there because they weren't leaving. They were going to win the war or whatever, or they were going to die there.
They were outnumbered, right?
Exactly. It's just like that. It reminds me of like, again, like I always talk about like 50 Cent, like get rich or die trying type shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you can't give yourself backup plans and stuff like that. And I guess that does lead me into like the quote that's been in my head. I don't know if it was from that podcast, but it's that which you do not hate, you will eventually tolerate. And I was like, damn, like
Yeah, it was from the video too.
like that's
Damn.
mad.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That which you do not hate,
You will eventually
you will
tolerate.
eventually will tolerate.
And
So
I was like,
oh, bro, that you know what? Your guys' two quotes are exactly the opposite. Like they're both required. You feel me? Like desire is like all the good things that you want it for, you know?
Yeah.
And then what you said right there is that you need to freaking hate what you don't want. Like for that to not happen.
Exactly, and I feel like that like really stuck out to me again because like
That kind of does like really tie in together.
Those
Yeah,
are
for
very
sure.
both needed, and that's one thing I was gonna say on your quote, bro. Was that like desire? What is that? It's like an emotional
yeah.
need. Like it's something so like it is like this is my God-given purpose. You feel me? This is what I'm meant to do. This is what I'm meant to have. This is supposed to give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Desire is emotional. Like it's like I freaking love this. I cannot live without this.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
like if I have this, I will feel so good and so happy and so fulfilled.
And if you don't, you're gonna feel like
And if you don't,
shit.
right?
You're gonna hate
You're
yourself.
gonna hate yourself.
No,
you,
no.
People are gonna realize
That's
you
not
suck.
that's not what that quote means though. That's not what that quote means. That quote means that you're not gonna hate yourself. It means that you're gonna get complacent.
Yep.
That which you do not hate, you will eventually tolerate. That doesn't mean that you're gonna hate yourself. That means that you're okay with your surroundings. You're okay. You know what? If you don't have that desire to be, whatever it is, like, then you will eventually be complacent. You will be okay with where you're at. That's what that quote means.
Yeah, but you should hate it.
But not
For sure, no,
but
for
not
sure.
You
only-
should hate
You should
yourself.
hate. You should hate.
You should hate yourself if you don't do it.
For sure, you should hate. I don't think yourself ever.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
but you
you
should
know what I'm
definitely
saying.
hate like your surroundings. And again, the reason why that one stuck out with me so much was again like the situation. Like, I didn't hate my job, my last job, but again, it wasn't gonna get me to where I really wanted to be. Like I told you guys, like I could have been there. It would have been super comfortable for like a long time. But that was the thing. It's like I didn't hate it. That which you do not hate, you will eventually tolerate. So that's what it means. Like you have to learn to hate it a little bit more. You have to learn to be a little bit more uncomfortable. You have to learn to get into those spots, and you know what I mean. Like hate your position that you're in. And I think that's one thing that the reason why it stuck out to me so much was because I was like, damn, like I feel that I hate the position that I'm in again. You know what I mean? Like I was really comfortable where I was at, and I didn't hate it, so I got really complacent and stuff. But then like I was coming near a lot, and I was feeling good. And one thing that I really think helped was like I stopped smoking weed. I started smoking weed again, and I feel like I don't know, lazy and shit again. Like I stopped smoking weed again. I swear. And I haven't even been smoking a lot of weed, but like it's just like those times when I do, it's just like like I don't know. My mindset was definitely in a better place when I didn't smoke weed for a month. I feel like just better.
I think just knowing what time to smoke weed at.
Yeah,
For sure.
Like,
I think-
I smoked like I think Sunday night. And for me it was like
No, for sure, and I think for everybody it's different, and like I'm a huge advocate for weed, like I love weed and things like that, but I just think for me personally, like it's just something that I really do have to give up.
It's not like a black and white thing either. So
It's
like
not
you,
at all.
You don't have to like say that you're gonna give it up forever, but maybe just like take a break and
For
then
sure.
whenever you're
maybe
ready.
for you do.
No, and that's what
Maybe
I'm
for
saying.
him he does.
That's how I feel exactly.
I'm
For
not-
me, it's like I feel
I
like
think it's different for everybody.
it is, and that's exactly what I think. Well, like there's people out there who can smoke weed every day who are gonna do their shit.
Something
You know what I
functional,
mean?
yeah.
Like exactly. Like,
Are you
yeah.
raising your hand?
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was like, that's me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and you can still stay on top of your shit and stuff like that. And there was like a point where I felt like I could do that, but I know that like me who doesn't smoke weed is 10 times better at it. It's 10 times easier for me to do it. 10 times easier for me to not put these things off. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
10 times easier. And that's just one thing. Like for me to be where I'm at again, like I've been talking about, like I need my actions to match where I want my life to be.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I think is really going to help me personally. Like again, there's many people out there who can smoke weed and have no issue.
Yeah.
But me personally, it's just like, I think maybe I quit smoking weed for like 5-6 years. Like, you know what I mean? For a small amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not really that small amount of time. But like a good amount of time.
Your tones will go down too, dude.
Yeah, for sure. And it did actually in like that month. Like, I barely smoked lately. I smoked like, before I'd be high like 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, wake up, smoke. Before I eat lunch, smoke. After I eat lunch, smoke.
Thanks.
Straight thing. But just little shit like that. So, you know, I just think like but yeah,
I mean,
that's what I need to do.
yeah, I mean, being self-aware. That's
Yeah,
sick.
for sure, exactly. You know, that's definitely, yeah, and that's one thing that Gary Vee talks about all the
A
time,
lot.
is being self-aware. Exactly.
EQ, bro.
Yeah.
Emotional. What does Q stand for?
Just like,
There's IQ and there's EQ.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but yeah,
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
my
like
thought.
that, man.
that which you do not hate, you will
Bro,
eventually tolerate.
Yeah.
Let me just share with you guys. Like I wrote down like all these positive reasons for me to continue vlogging and writing, and I wrote down a bunch of negative reasons, bro. Let me share with you the most powerful negative thing I wrote down, just really quick, because for me it was like whole like I don't know. It got me moving, bro. Oh my god, where'd it go? Sorry. I wrote down. My kids and wife will see the 1, 2, 3 videos that I did post and ask, why didn't you keep vlogging? And then I will make an excuse, but inside I will lack self-confidence and I wouldn't be able to trust myself.
Oh shit, man.
That's deep.
That's
Right?
real, bro.
Because I'm gonna come up with some bullshit excuse to them, but in reality inside I'm gonna know it's because I just didn't keep trying. That I gave up.
That's powerful, man.
Right?
That's powerful.
Bro, so for me, like, that is a painful thing that I do not want to experience. I do not want to look my daughter in the face, or my son, or whatever, my wife, and be like, it's because I gave up. You know? So, I don't know. Like, I hate that. I hate that idea, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tolerate giving up.
Exactly. Yep. Because if you're okay with it, then it's like, you know, you have to learn, like you're doing, like putting down the negatives and what really affects it and the reason why you won't let that happen.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy. I felt that.
Dude. Yeah, I felt it too, bro. I was digging deep. I was like, what would fucking suck? You know? Like, what would really just suck and hit me at the core?
Damn. I think I need to do that for like
Bro,
something, man.
I totally recommend you guys do that. Like almost like a pros and cons list.
Yeah.
Do a pleasure and pain chart. All the pleasurable reasons, deep. Get as deep as you can. Write as many things as you can. Make more leverage. You know what I'm saying? And
Just
there's
give yourself more reasons. And
yeah.
stuff.
The more you can write, the better. I'm probably gonna go back and just add to that list later. But it's already filled out. I'm gonna add like on a new page. You know?
Continue from page.
You gotta keep refining that. Get deeper and deeper and deeper, bro. And I one thing that the guy said in the video too was that a lot of the emotional reasons for people wanting to do things are related to other people, are related to the relationships.
Yeah.
He gives an example of Terrell Owens, who just went to the Hall of Fame in football. And you ask him, like, why is it that you wanted to come here? And he said, I wanted to make the Hall of Fame because I wanted my grandmother to be here and watch me. You ask all his career, it wasn't about getting Hall of Fame or Pro Bowl, it was about his grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, for yourselves to dig deep, I feel like you start there.
No, for
The
sure.
people that matter most.
I think
Like that love, the relationships, you feel me?
For sure. That's one thing that I've been trying to like think too, because like again, like I'm saying, like I think back to like 2 years ago, and like the mindset I had then, I wish I had back right now, and I was trying to like really just trying to get back there. Like, why did I feel that way? What was going on? Like, what was I doing? What was I digesting? Like, and it was those little things, and it really came back down to like, and I remember like why I used to feel that way, like my real why, and like I swear I've been feeling like it's hard to like continue to keep that thought in your head sometimes, but like I put it on my alarm clock, like, you know what I mean, like why are you waking up right now? Boom, this is why. And like before I didn't have to do that shit, like I didn't need a reminder, like I would wake up every day and this shit was like in my brain, like this is why you don't give up, this is why you don't do this shit. You know what I mean? This is why you put in that extra work, this is why you stay those extra hours or whatever. It was like literally embedded in my brain, like every day I would have that same thought, that same fucking like, it was like haunting, like, you know what I mean, like you're just like, damn, this is why I'm not gonna fucking do nothing all day, this is why. And then kind of just faded away for a little bit, and I just feel like I really remember that again, and it's just like, I feel like again, like this last week, I didn't do too much, but I just set everything in place, like I made some contacts, like, or I contacted some people and things like that, like set up some things, like, you know, to help just continue progressing. But I think like, definitely like you're saying, like the why, when you figure out that real why and you figure out what it's really tied to, like whether it be family or friends or whatever other reason you may have, like when you figure out that why, like things really do start to change a little bit, you know what I mean? You wake up for that reason, you're just like, this is why, like, you know, you have to remind yourself sometimes, but when you really do figure out that why, the reason why you do it, why you get up in the morning type shit, like why you want to be successful, like why, like working a decent job isn't enough, like I don't know, that shit, like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
For me, dude, it's like building up a bunch of those whys, though, you know?
For sure,
Like,
exactly.
I wrote down, you know, like a list of whys.
Mm-hmm.
And a list of, you know, other painful whys, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't think sometimes I feel like one thing that got me stuck one time in the past was like figuring out my why was like it had to be one thing. It was like no, just create a shitload of emotional leverage for yourself to actually go and take action.
Definitely, it doesn't have to be one thing. You're definitely right.
It literally just grows more the more you put down.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
The more you think
reasons
about
why.
it, and like when you write, it does help your thoughts like form a little bit. You know.
Exactly, and you start figuring out more things about yourself. You start
Exactly.
realizing what is it that I really want,
Mm-hmm.
and then when that starts happening, I think the decision and the direction that you need to be going becomes more and more clear
Definitely.
as you get deeper into the things that really make you feel good and the things that really make you hurt.
Yeah,
You know, like straight up.
for sure.
You can get really deep with those two things, your path becomes a lot more clear.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I love you guys.
That was all the thought. I was like, I think I need to do like tomorrow's like straight up, just like go get the damn book, go start on my shit, just like really get into it, man. 'Cause I have a whole list of like last week's shit
Yeah.
of all these books I want to buy
Mhm.
or something I get my hands on,
Yeah.
and like I just boom didn't do it, and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Like,
So let's go. Is that when you're gonna go into books?
Oh, for sure, yeah. But
Perfect
remember,
segue.
you guys see that text the guy sent you about that Gary Vee video?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
I watched
love that
that.
video,
I watched that
bro.
whole video. I'm telling you, I've been watching so much Gary Vee. Like, I would just turn on my TV.
It's like 20 hours,
and put it
bro.
on YouTube and shit. Like,
I mean, 20 years.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
that-
dude,
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes so much sense, bro.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
literally loving the freaking process, bro. Learn to love it. Like it. Oh my god, that like clicked so well with me when that I watched that, bro.
I had to download that shit.
20 years, bro.
And send it to you guys.
Yeah.
That was so on point, bro. Like it knocked me, bro. I'm like, and then I was like, how the hell is Gary Vee still making me have those like moments, bro? Of like, oh, that makes so much sense. You know, he's still doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's great. I wonder what he's gonna look like when he's older. You know, like old man.
What's next on the list?
Books, recommendations,
Recommendations.
books that you feel like you
Yeah.
want
What
to
books
recommend.
do you want to get your hands on?
Yeah.
Definitely Talk and Grow and
Think and
or
Grow Rich?
Think and Grow Rich. Sorry, I'm thinking of our
Oh.
podcast.
That's all good.
Yeah, I actually want to do that and like actually like pick up and read it. I think you couldn't find it the last time.
I couldn't find the extra copy.
Yeah, I
bro.
couldn't find it.
I remember now. I think I lent it to Steven.
Either or, yeah, probably, yeah.
To
But-
Steven.
Uncle bother
He doesn't read it, so I'm pretty sure he read it.
him. No, I'll probably get like an Audible.
Mm.
You know, those are I got like one for your Audible right now.
Yeah,
Amazon.
exactly.
Oh
That's
yeah, you
the-
get the free one and you keep it forever.
That's
Yeah.
the one I used. I swear, that's like the only book I have on Audible. Is that from
Is
my
that
free
what it
Audible?
is?
I swear on everything.
So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna get the Audible and actually just sit there and listen to it in my car rides, when I'm home, washing
Yeah.
dishes, doing laundry, just toss it on there, dude.
Mhm.
The Audible version of it sounds super cool too, because it sounds super classic. The
Yeah,
guy's voice,
really?
For
the
sure.
author's voice.
Oh really?
Because it sounds like old school. I don't know how to explain it.
I forgot who I was listening
Recording-
to though. I was listening to like I want to say it was like Rachel Nichols or Michelle Beadle or like one of these ladies on SportsCenter, right?
Hmm.
And they said that they listen to their podcast like 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed, and I tried that and it works so much better.
I do that too.
Oh,
On
yeah.
podcast.
So much fucking better.
I do 1
because-
point. Sometimes I even do 2 times.
No, I can't do.
No, that's
I
too
tried.
bad, bro.
For some of them I do. For some of them I can. But yeah,
Yeah.
for other ones like that, I really need to take time to really
Like Think and
digest
Grow
it.
Rich, I put like 1.25.
So you can change the speed on.
Yeah, on
Okay,
Audible.
perfect.
Yeah,
it's
because
really cool.
it makes it
Okay.
so much better, dude. Because like sometimes they just read so damn slow, like trying to add extra effects. Like I don't need that. I just need info, bitch. Like
Or something really
give me
stuck
that.
out.
Yeah.
If something really stuck out, you can like make a mark, like a bookmark, and like
Mm,
take out an excerpt.
Oh, that's perfect. So
Yeah.
like, if I think of quotes hella cool, I can just like.
Yeah,
yeah.
like oh,
later.
you hit a button and then you hit the another button to like close off the
The loop.
Oh, the
loop. Yeah,
Oh,
that you
okay.
really want to keep or save or
See,
reference to.
I need these tips, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Audible's sick, but I didn't renew it because I found myself that I couldn't really digest the content as well as I would like to. For me,
What,
yeah,
like renew what though?
renew the subscription for Audible.
I don't have any subscription. I've never paid for Audible ever in my life. And
Audible's $14.99 a month, bro.
I have Audible, bro. I've had Audible for I don't know how many years, and I promise you, it's not connected to anything.
I
I've
thought-
had Audible for like.
Okay, yeah, but like if you don't renew the subscription, you still keep the books you have. Like
Okay, then yeah, that's perfect.
I'm not, but like
Oh,
for at one point, like I subscribed to Audible. We're like,
and then,
every- once a
downloading
month.
Books.
Once a month, yeah, once a month they give you like a credit
Oh,
to download
for
any
the-
book you want.
Yeah.
And like I did it for like 3 books, and then I was like, I found myself not being able to like digest the content well, and I was like, I just like holding the book. Or another thing too, like the Audible version of Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins
Mhm.
is so condensed in the Audible, like it leaves out almost an entire book. You know, and I bought the physical book, and I'm like, bro, this wasn't even in the Audible. You know?
Wow.
But there are you can read the reviews and I mean that shit should have been clear to me. I should have read more reviews of that. You know?
Yeah.
But it could work for you and like it's a good tool. Like I love podcasts. I don't know why Audible didn't work for me.
Yeah, Audible, I just have Think and Grow Rich on there, but like I'm saying, like that's the only book that I've listened to on there. I have the hard copy, but I just started re-listening to it again. So, but yeah.
Alright, so for me, it's just reading Talk and Grow Rich, and then what's your recommendation?
My book recommendation. I guess I'll just continue with my my theme here for self-confidence. One book that really changed my life was Psycho-Cybernetics by shit, what's his name? I don't know what his name was. Damn it, some doctor guy. Anyways, this is a doctor about this guy who he was like a plastic surgeon, and he, some people would come in like complain about their nose or like whatever, and they would like fix their nose, and they would still have this mental image of their nose. And you realize that it doesn't really matter how you look on the outside; it's more about like what you believe yourself to be. And so this book is about like growing your confidence and realizing that everything in life is just like a journey towards somewhere, and that our brains operate like a computer. And that's the whole base of the book. It's like called Psycho-Cybernetics. So like you either have a goal or you want something, you just don't know how to get it. And so it talks about how like you literally your brain works as a computer where you input a command and it operates automatically to give you what you want. Like we're just like we're the person typing and the computer is the brain. Like we don't really control the brain so much, but we input commands. And the book like gives you a lot of different tools and like how to like excel all that, and it's like really interesting. I don't know. And for me, it like changed my life when I read it. Yeah.
For me, like if I'm gonna recommend a book, for like people starting out, just like wanting to get like on the path of personal development or whatever it is that path that they're on, I would recommend The Secret, just because it's like very appealing. Like the idea of it is very appealing to someone that doesn't really know much about like any personal development. It's just like what you think is, and that's kind of like part of like that quote that I read, but that was from Think and Grow Rich. The secret is basically like the law of attraction. What you think is going to be manifested in front of you, more or less. I think that's a pretty good book. When I have the book, but like when I first heard about The Secret, I think I watched the documentary like way back then when I was younger in high school. But yeah, I read the book. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Cool. I don't really have any book recommendations right now. I can't really think of any books. One book I think is always good to read is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Solid book.
Fire. I think that's what Chris was gonna say when Chris was saying like one book that I would think everyone should start at.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that's what he was gonna say.
My two favorite books, I think, for if you want to start like down that path, it's definitely Think and Grow Rich and How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Those are the first two personal development books I ever read.
Yeah, see, like those are the two like great books. One time I read
Classics.
Rich Dad Poor
Timeless.
Dad. That was like one of the first books I ever read, but it wasn't like it didn't really like do too much for me. I just remember I was stealing quotes out of it and putting it on Twitter, and like people were like, "Damn, this guy's sick." My old Twitter.
Oh my
I'm sure I
God.
was stealing quotes.
Damn, Ray.
Like, damn, you are philosophical as fuck. Like, this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. Like, nah.
I kind of want a Twitter now. And, like,
Robert
just kinda
Kiyosaki
does.
does. And then one time I remember, this is actually like hella funny. I don't know why I remember this, but I remember like a day or two later I posted that book, like, this book's solid, everybody should read it. And somebody commented like, is this where you've been getting all those quotes from and shit like that?
You let yourself out the
Yeah, I
bag.
was like, no. Like, this has inspired me to start some of those
Putting
things.
it out there as if you're like an intellectual, knowing that nobody's gonna read it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you guys are gonna read
Right?
this
Like,
shit.
oh, like, yeah, you're just making it seem like you really care about other people.
I just
but, like,
posted it way
you
too
wanna show people that
early.
you read.
That was my downfall. If I'd have posted that like a
I'm
month
guilty for
later,
that.
like, hey, yeah, everybody read this. They would have never linked the two, you know?
It's funny, man.
But yeah,
That's a good book, though.
for
That's
sure.
funny. All those three books, I think those 3 were my first books, bro.
Yeah, those are.
And I feel like that's a lot of everyone's first books.
That's why I think
Think Grow Rich,
solid
How to Win Friends and Influence
books
People,
to start at. Like,
and Rich Dad Poor Dad.
yeah, solid books to start at. Like, definitely
How to talk to
recommend
people,
those
how to make money, and then how to like, go make money too.
books. Yeah, they're all just
What they're all about?
being smart with your money and yeah, like, you know,
Relationships are everything too.
and that's actually what they say. Like you said, the secret. Like that's all Think and Grow Rich is about. Like it
Yeah.
starts off like, in this book, you're gonna learn the secret. We're not gonna tell you when, but you all know. That's the whole book.
Yeah.
Like
And the secret is just like, okay, enough with the like.
the secret is it's different for everybody. I think everybody figures out their own thing. Like that's even
Yeah.
what they say in the book is like you might find it here.
No,
you
I
might
mean,
find
I
it
mean
here, like,
the book, The Secret.
oh yeah,
like,
yeah. It's just
It
about like,
just like tells you like straight up.
yeah, but like that's all true. Like, as you know, like it all starts with your mindset, and it all starts with like believing it in your head, believing that it's possible, and like that comes down to that self-trust, that self-confidence. It's like once you believe it, and you believe that you can do it. Like, what's that saying? Like, if you can believe it, you can achieve it, or some shit like
Yeah.
that. That's really the truth. Like, you know, if you really believe some shit and you really like, you want it hard enough, like, you'll figure out how to go get it.
Yeah, I think that like what happens when a lot of people read these books is, or like just digest any of this type of concepts, is that like you start thinking back, and I know that this happened to me. Like I just started thinking back to like everything that I ever accomplished, and it's like, yeah, like this is true, you know. It's not everything. Like I just can't like imagine myself having a Lamborghini, but like, and it's gonna happen, you know. But everything that I have and I worked hard for is because I had the thought of it first, and
Yeah, that's
I
true.
conceived of it first.
And I think that's huge too. Like you said, you can't picture the Lamborghini thing. I think that's hard for like, I mean, a lot of people. I know for me, for sure, like this to picture like having that 10 mil in my bank account, or having a Ferrari and like a Porsche. Really, I want a Porsche, not a Ferrari. Maybe later, but having that Porsche, you know, sitting in your driveway type shit. Like it is hard to see that, but it's super important to envision those things. You know what I mean? To keep that on the forefront of your mind. A lot of times, like. Again, it comes down to your why. Like, those are whys. These are why you want to do it. You know what I mean? I want to have 10 million fucking expendable cash. Like, I want to have fucking Porsche. I don't even know why. I just want it. You know, like. But
I want to be at that point where I don't have to worry about money anymore.
exactly. Yeah.
That's the point I want to be at.
Yeah. Like, I want to be so comfortable. I want to be able to be like, yeah, you know what? I don't feel like working today. I'm gonna fucking.
Go to the
fly
beach.
Yeah, I'm flying to Belize. Like, you know what I mean? Like some random shit. Like.
Go to Europe.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that is the dream. That is the goal.
That is
Exactly.
the
That's the
Residual
goal,
income.
for sure. But then at the same time too, it's like if that's just the goal. Sometimes it's like I don't know. I don't know. Like it doesn't like then you see guys like Gary Vee. It's like almost not achievable. It's like, you know, like Gary Vee could do that, but it's like once you get to that point, you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? You see a lot of these guys. They could do this, but they don't want to.
Because okay, yeah, you're right. Like like if your goal is to like do all that and that's it, you're fucked. You're already fucked.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna do it.
Exactly.
Because like it needs to come more. The more powerful thing is for you to be coming from a place of like really wanting to serve
Mhm.
and like add value to other people's lives.
Mhm.
And when you can really have a driving force, like I really just want to like give my gift to you. And when you can like find out what that gift is and grow that gift, then you're gonna be given all those other things. But you know what? When you're in a position of like you're really giving what you're meant to be given, you're in the happiest place you can be.
Mhm.
Fuck Belarus or whatever he said. like I am in the place that I'm meant to be at. I'm doing my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That right there, bro.
And the thing is that like Gary Vee's doing what he loves, bro. Like
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
he's in the spot where he loves, and that's the thing. The spot we need to be at.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. That is the real goal.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
want to
goal.
be in a position where like I'm literally, like
I'm happy working 15 hours a day type shit.
Exactly.
That's where you want to be. It's like, cause like they always say too, like growing up, like you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Shit is true. You know what I mean? Like, shit is true. You really find some shit that you love. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not always gonna be easy, but
why did you homeschool me, Mom? Why did you let me go to this system and make me believe that all I had to do was go to school and work and make money? Realizing that
I mean,
all I
you
was
can.
doing was supporting the government, corporations, and
you can.
all this other
But
bullshit.
it's not. It's like, you
Fuck
know,
that.
It's because
I want to be different.
for sure, exactly.
I want to make my own mark. Mom,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. Is
Fuck being a doctor, bro.
make a lasting ass change. Or
I'm just
do
kidding.
some shit
Doctors, thank you.
Yeah, doctors do
I could not be a doctor though.
I mean, the process of going to be a doctor is fucking ridiculous.
It's
But
ridiculous.
then again, it's needed too at the same time.
For sure, yeah.
All
Power to them, bro.
power to them.
Yeah.
Power to them. That's what I say about that. But
I couldn't though.
I don't like, dude. To be honest, man, I'm loving what I'm doing right now.
Mhm.
Like 100%. Like I always thought of myself like I used to play video games a lot late at night and shit like that. And I was like, oh man, I'm wasting my life doing all of this shit, right? And so now I see myself staying up until like 3 in the fucking morning just editing videos.
Yeah.
You know, and I realized like, holy shit, I'm actually like it was a couple nights ago. I actually sat down and like 3 in the morning, just like, damn, I've been editing for 5 hours, bro. Like, and I'm not I'm not hating life.
Yeah, you're not like, fuck, what, like, you know, you don't want to walk
Like,
away.
yeah, I'm just like, damn, I'm actually enjoying something that's actually being fucking like legitimate. You know, I'm actually progressing in life, and I'm like, damn, I'm building a trait that's gonna help me later. You know, and like, I'm not hating it, dude. It's like. It's like when you sit down and you actually realize like you're not fucking hating something, that you're like legitimately like doing good in. Like it's fantastic.
No, yeah, for
And
sure.
I honestly I hope you guys like feel that way soon about something you guys are interested in. But like, I guess I just really love fucking video editing, dude.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it.
I love fucking doing that shit.
I think one of the tips that the guy said like in the video was to be operating in a place of at least 80% gratefulness of where you're at, and 20% criticalness. You know, like you should be continuously also trying to progress more,
Fuck yeah.
but you need to be operating from a place of like happiness and
Yeah,
like
for sure.
and like gratefulness. Like right now, like bro, I fucking love my job, dude.
Yeah, that's
Like literally, all I do is like motivate people to get up and exercise and like, and then put them back to bed, and then I meet all these amazing people with inspiring stories. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And just the other day, I met this guy who got his foot amputated.
Oh shit.
You know, and I asked him like, bro, how do you feel about this? Like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? I always try to emotionally assess my patients. You know, before.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know how are you inside. You know.
Mhm.
And he was like, you know, I'm good, man. Like, you know, I think of my daughter and I think of my family, and like I can't let them see me that I'm weak. And I know that if I work hard enough, you know, with all the technology that there is now, like I can do anything I want to do.
Mhm.
And like that just like hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here to help him, but bro, he's helping me. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Like, and that's all the patients. You know, they're helping me because
Yeah.
I'm becoming more grateful for what I have.
Mhm.
I'm like able to be, and I'm growing the skill of being able to like be emotionally vested in them, and for them to like come out of that pain, try to make their day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's
So
dope.
being like emotionally available, basically.
yeah.
Like,
And that kind of falls into like one of my goals, like what I want my blog and my social media all to be.
I've seen your vlogs, bro. They are fantastic, man. I'm just saying, you literally need to complete that last bit of it, bro, and just post it, man.
Oh yeah.
My girlfriend's doing the same thing right now. She like has all her art stuff. It's all in video, but she's not putting it into like the final form to like jet her stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Final form.
Yeah, literally, and I know that as I get into that process of like uploading, I'm gonna watch my videos and I'm gonna start realizing things I can be doing better. It's just gonna be refining.
Because you already have that natural like I'm comfortable
Personality,
talking,
right? Yeah,
talking
like, I
to
can
camera,
do
like-
this, bro. I know I can.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and it's funny because I'm adding my own like as I'm doing my camera thing. Like all this last week, I've been seeing myself grow, like being able to just be myself more, and like I'm being kind of goofy and funny, but I'm saying real shit at the same time. At least in my mind, I am. That's my intent. Is for me to like be saying some real shit, and at the same time be like funny, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that's who I am, you know?
Yeah.
And this
That's
is
the part of who I am.
This is the reason why I want to finish those videos, so we can all look back onto those and then like realize like, okay, this is how much I'm growing
Mhm.
each week.
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
you
That's
literally
true.
had a job, quit it the first week, second job, started your second job. Second week, you started your second job, and then this week you quit the third weekend, you quit that job.
I'm excited for next week, bro.
And next week, what's gonna happen, bro?
Next week I made a business.
Dude,
like,
like-
damn, no shit.
Really where it's at right now, you know. But you're right. Like I have this whole year has been like this for me. This whole year, like last year, I started my real estate full time. Did a little bit, kind of didn't do anything. Beginning of the year, I was like, I'm gonna get like a part time job. Fucked that up. And I was like, alright, I'm just gonna keep doing real estate. Did that a little bit. Then got a good job doing like new home sales. Was like solid doing that for a few months. Like sick. This is cool. Let my pride get in the way. Fuck that up. Started this new job. I thought it was gonna be good. But it was just like I was spending way too many hours where I was just like, I'm not happy. Like, I'm upset. This is annoying as fuck. This is not what I signed up for. Boom, dipped, and now I'm here, and you're right, and it's just like, it's super annoying though. It's like, fuck me. Had all this money saved up because I was going to turn 25 this year, and was like, yeah, I'm going to go to Miami. This is my fucking Miami money I'm using right now.
I feel like right here, man.
No, it's cool though. That's the thing. It's like, you know what I mean. That's what, again, it makes you hungry. It's like when I look back on it, like, damn, I wanted to go to Miami when I was 25. Like, I didn't because this, and this happened, but it allowed for this, and that to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now. It's like just rolling with the punches. Like, you know, you gotta love the process. You gotta just trust it. Like, it's all happening for a reason, and as long as I don't let myself do nothing, like, I'll be straight. I already know it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never not been able to pick myself up for some shit. Like, you know.
You got this, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not even worried about it.
I'm not worried about you either, bro.
Yeah.
You're like, you got everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, yeah, exactly. Like,
You got all
I'm
the
in a
tools.
good position. Like, I'm solid. I'm just blessed to even have a little bit of savings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if I didn't. Like, that shit would be extra suck. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Definitely, I'm excited to see what happens, where it all goes, and just continue fucking the process. I guess, you know, just continue growing, just continue fucking.
Yeah, man. You're going through something good right now for yourself. You know?
For sure.
It's a challenge, like you were saying,
Yeah.
and that's like what makes us stronger and change.
It's actually been like a whole year now. Like, since this whole, literally, like, last September, I quit. I had a good job at Hertz, like, not a great job, but a good job at Hertz. I quit that to do real estate full time. It was the end of summer, so I was like, fuck, I gotta cash out a little bit, you know what I mean? It was really active last summer, just like it was this summer. And I did a little bit. And then, yeah, now it's been like a whole year since then, and I've gone through, like, the most amount of job I've ever gone through in my life. It's crazy.
So can you explain the process of actually like how you get into the business itself? Or
Yeah, so...
What?
of like the real estate, like on your own terms, on someone else's like time, but like how would you start that process? How
Well,
do you start
first
that?
off, I always recommend just going and talking to people. Like, there's so many realtors out there. That's the first thing I did. Like, I had my real estate license for a long time. Like, I was doing transaction coordinating before. Like, I've been involved in real estate, like, little here and there, but, like, I didn't always do it, like, full time. So after I did transaction coordinating, I came to Modesto and started working at Hertz. Since I still had my license, I just had to go talk to a broker to hang my license up under. So, like, California state law, or, like, all, like, basically in the whole country, realtors can't be paid a sales commission, only brokers can. So, like, that's why you need a broker to hang your license up under as a salesperson.
So it gives you a little trickle down of like what you actually got from that sale kind of thing?
Exactly, because then there's going to be a commission split. So then it's like, as new agents, you get a commission split. So not only are you going to get, like, a percentage of the sale, you know what I mean, like, it's a 3%, normally, like, 3 to 2%.
Yeah.
You get that, but as an agent, you get a commission split with your broker. As a new agent, normally it's closer to 50, 60, or 70. As, like, a solid, good agent, like, if you're producing a lot for your broker, like, your broker will make it, like, 90, 95. Like, you know what I mean? You'll get 95% of the commission, 90% of the commission.
Because you're doing all the work basically.
Exactly. You're, like, either way, you're doing all the work, but it's like, oh, you're producing so many deals, you're doing so much for me that I'll take 5-8% because I'll still make my money. Versus that one guy who's going to make that one deal every 3 months, I need 40% from him, or I need 30% from him. You know what I mean? He's not bringing in the business.
And plus, they want to keep you too. They don't want you to go to another broker and like,
Exactly.
oh, give me a better deal. It's like, no, hold on.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly
Okay.
that. Because then you can go like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to this brokerage and they're going to give me, 98% of my commission, whereas you guys are only giving me 89, and they're like,
It's like, oh shit.
yeah, like, this is our top producer, like,
Yeah.
even that fucking 2% or that 11%, whatever it is, like, makes
Yeah.
their check some shit.
Okay, so basically, like being a real estate agent, it's just like it just depends how much, what do we call it, productivity you're putting out. to
Yeah.
sell homes.
Exactly.
Perfect. So it's all literally you're just like making your own profile. You're actually getting out there.
You do everything.
Putting your name out there. Like
You're your own business. Like, that's what
Okay,
I mean. That you're your
that's
own business. Like,
perfect.
you don't file a W-2. Like, I had to fucking pay taxes. Like, I had to file 1099 and shit like that. Like, shit's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, nobody has to pay taxes. Tax season comes, everybody's like, yeah, I just got this sick ass check, fucking $3,000. I'm like, sick. I just fucking nailed the $4,000 check to the IRS. Fuck you guys. Like,
I'm
like,
bitter as fuck.
yeah, fuck tax season. I don't want to hear about you guys buying shit.
Dude,
So-
I try to make it so that I get nothing from my taxes. Like I go exempt part of the year, and then I like pay my taxes, other part of the year.
So you get zero like money at the end of the
I
year.
try to do it like that. That way I can like leverage my money like when I want, you know. And also like I've been thinking about going exempt like the whole time, but
You'll owe money.
yeah, like I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing though, because
Trust me, it is. I've done it.
I mean like if you can handle paying it for
I had
sure.
to deal with
like,
that too, man.
Sucks, yeah.
I don't know if it's like super bad because then like at that point like the government's giving you a loan for part of the year.
For sure.
But if
I'm
you can
not
pay it
into
back and you can control that debt, like I don't know, you know.
For sure.
I
But
haven't
at the
I haven't
same-
gone into that. It's just something that
For
I
sure, but I
considered.
think at the same time too, it's way easier for just to let the government collect that off your check and then to give you a check at the end of the year.
For most people, yeah.
For I think for most people it's definitely easier. I think that's definitely the best way because you're right. You could be taking that money, but if you're not saving it properly, or you're not using it properly, or you need something comes up and you need to use it and you don't save it, at the end of the year you're gonna owe that money regardless. You know what I mean? And that shit's a headache. Like,
Yeah.
It's a
Dude, I actually do have a little like excerpt from a video I watched. Do you guys know who Don Locke is?
No, the Asian guy?
The Asian guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Bentley guy?
Yeah. I'm a fucking Bentley. You know?
Yeah, he drives in his Bentley and shit. Like, he just gives, like, financial advice. Like, this fucking rich-ass, like, Asian dude.
He was born in Hong Kong and everything, dude. Now he's like a fucking multi-millionaire guy now.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
legit as fuck. He like has his little office, or his like actual like place, but it's like overlooking like this nice ass bay and everything. Like, well, anyways,
You guys should subscribe to him. He's fucking...
you really should. He's like
dope.
it's so
What's his
fucking
name?
real,
Don
man.
Locke?
Don
Don
Locke.
Locke,
Yeah. There was a segment he did. Fuck, did I just lose it just now? Fuck me.
What, Texas?
He was talking about like was it like how people like become rich or something like that? No. Should you rent or should you buy?
Oh, I saw that video.
Yeah, it was the newest one that he just came out recently, dude.
Oh, that recent?
It was super recent, like a couple days ago.
Oh.
And there's a segment he put on there. Oh my god, I just lost it, dude. I'm so upset right now. Oh my god, but it involved real estate. Oh yeah, you should totally think about if you're an entrepreneur. If you should honestly think of buying a house as a savings account because it's literally an investment because you buy a home, it should go up and
Right.
It could go down. That's the only thing with it. It can.
There's no guarantee.
Yeah.
there's no guarantee for sure.
But
Unless
over the course of time,
It normally.
But
it's always trended upwards.
But you're
though.
saying it's
Yeah.
you have a problem of saving money. Every single time you put money in that mortgage, it's literally putting in savings.
It is. You're right. You're building equity.
Putting equity, exactly.
Mhm.
And then it's like
And it's
over-
compounding.
It's
It's not just...
sorry, go.
It's not like you put that money in, you get that money back. No, like, you put that money in, that money grows into more money.
And
Right?
like he's like, if you have a problem with savings, buy a house, use it as like a means as a savings account, and then go and sell it off to like kind of keep it up,
Yeah.
And like I was like, holy shit, I never thought of like buying a house in that kind of aspect,
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, one of the guys too. Like, again, who I used to listen to a lot before I even got my real estate license. One of the reasons why I kind of wanted to, I guess, was this guy. Like, I don't know how popular he is now or what he's up to now, but this guy Jay Mr. Real Estate. He was sick, dude. Like hip realtor. Like, sold to celebrities and athletes and stars and stuff like that. But when I saw him, he was really making his name off showing like criminals and like ex-cons and ex-felons and things like that, how if they could qualify to get their real estate licenses, how to flip houses and how to do these things. And he's the first person who ever gave me that idea to
flip houses,
to buy a duplex.
to buy two, like
Buy a duplex. Like, it's like that's my main goal, is like what I want to do within the next 5 years, is buy a duplex.
So the duplex is like literally two houses connected into one.
Exactly. Two
Okay.
houses linked into one. You live in one and you rent out the other one. Right there, you're fucking on-site landlord, so you don't have anybody fucking up your shit.
Yeah.
And they're basically paying your mortgage, depending on how much your house is or how much that duplex is and how high the rent is at the time. Like, if anything, you have a tiny, couple $100 to pay your mortgage, which is great. And that's like one of my favorite ideas I've ever had. Like,
Dude, I never thought about that. Oh.
best damn investment ever. Then you sell that duplex, or maybe you go buy another duplex after this one gets paid down a little bit. You know what I mean? And
And just keep going up from there.
exactly.
Yeah.
You can take out an equity loan
You
for
could
the value of the house for the first 2 years, because you can't take that out right away.
refinance your house.
No, take an equity loan out.
Like the bank will give you a line of credit tied to the equity in the home.
Yeah,
it's like refinancing. That is refinancing.
that is literally refinancing. No, refinancing is like when you change your interest rate of your house, right?
Yeah, definitely. But when you're taking an equity loan out too, you have to refinance your.
You have to refinance?
Most of the
Oh,
time.
shit. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Don Locke. You guys should follow him, dude. A lot of
He's
information.
cool.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
him.
it's really cool.
He actually did like an actual business call about like, you know, because I guess he's like a financial advisor, I guess, to some aspect.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and like he
Business-
charges. What's that?
Like a business,
A business
Advisor.
Yeah, he charges like about 10 grand an hour, or like 10 grand. No, it's like 5 grand an hour, but I guess. But like he was like talking to some dude for like 2 hours for like a 2 hour like thing, and like there's a whole real call about like how he actually like locked it down with some dude.
Mm-hmm.
They made like 10 grand with that.
That's sick.
And like it was an actual recording of him actually talking to the dude. Guy had no idea he was being recorded, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like he literally said, "I'm the fucking Bentley. Do you want the Hyundai or something like that?" And it was like, what? Just the confidence in his
Yeah,
voice.
that was like one of my favorite sales pitches too. when I
yeah,
used to
I'm the
do shit.
fucking Bentley.
Like, no, I wouldn't say I'm the
Honda.
I swear, I used to
That's
say shit like that
sick.
when I would sell shit to like Verizon. They'd be like, "Why are they so expensive?" I'm like, "Bro, why are Cadillacs more expensive than Hondas? They're nicer, they're better, it's quality, da 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 da." Like, always would use some shit like I
It
swear.
fucking works, dude.
It
puts in
works so well,
perspective.
yeah.
Get your ass to
Exactly.
T-Mobile then.
Exactly, bro. You
Fuck
want to drive a Honda?
Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
you want
dog.
bars in this place?
Yeah, dog. Like that's
You want
how I tell-
bars?
Bro, like, I'd always tell people that shit. Like, come on, bro, are you serious right now? Is that a serious
Baby,
question?
what you get, bro?
Fuck out.
I'm a fucking
That's
Bentley.
I swear.
You know what? Rise is not for you, bro. I'm denying. You can just leave.
One
Honestly,
can't have it anymore.
we're not gonna
Swear.
sell you anything.
And then they wanted more at that point. They're like, wait, I can't have it? No, I really want it. That's so weird.
I know you do.
I'm like, alright, let me make a call real quick. I swear
I'll just charge you an extra 10%.
I would do this shit all the time. Like, alright, man, let me call my manager real quick, see if I can. I'd go outside and call Terrence or some shit like,
Dude,
what's up, bro? What do you do?
that's like
That's like classic.
that's a
OG.
classic sales.
I did that for
That's a
personal
classic
training,
one.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
I did that shit when I was selling
Also,
security
that's
all
like
the time.
the classic, most classic when I'd go down. Like, I'd be like, 1 second. It's like, yeah, I'm just bullshitting right now. Hold up. Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm like, it's like, okay.
no, dude, I'd be right in front
Like,
of the.
really, man? And then I'd kind of be walking in, like, really, man? Alright, dude, I'm gonna let you go then, blah, blah. And I'd hang up, be like, bro, good news. Good fucking news.
You qualify.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna get it. You only know.
Because it makes it seem like it's not up to you. You're not the bad guy, you know.
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
like like over here on the phone, like they're right in front of me. I'm talking to my manager. I'm like, this guy's right here. I mean, he's saying they can only afford $200 a month.
It looks like you're
is
going
that
to
gonna
bat
be
for them
good?
too, yeah.
Like, oh, you said that if he likes the Facebook account, then he will be okay. Then he will say okay. Oh, really? Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
like, all right,
exactly.
sign here, Brett. Hey, commission.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's just fun.
Hell yeah.
I like selling.
I know, me too. I love
So
listening to
fun.
Grant Cardone too. He's like sick ass closer ass fucking real estate mogul. Like, he's sick.
Her nose down. All right, guys, it's 10:11. What do you guys want to do?
What time is it?
Have we finished all the
No.
parts and the? What's the next thing?
Defining what health, wealth, and love means to you.
Did we do that last time?
No,
No,
we didn't get to that part. We literally just got to part 1 last time, I think.
Yeah.
And then
No, I think
we dabbled in quotes and books, and then we're like, all right, it's late.
Yeah, I don't think we did because I was.
We did it. No, I know we did it.
Yeah, for sure. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is way too long. I'm leaving.
That's right.
I was so tired last
Dude, you
week.
were hella done.
Okay, we
Yeah,
can
I
run.
was
We can
super
run this through real quick. All right.
Alright.
Let's just go through this last part, and I think we'll end it.
Yeah, okay.
So go ahead, bro. Like one at a time. What does health mean to you? What is wealth, and what does love mean to you? Oh shit.
Dude, that's so fucking deep right now. Okay,
This
so
is really deep.
so do you want to be like completely like real about the whole situation,
Of course,
or just
always.
like
Yeah, be Alex, bro.
yeah,
That's all I want, bro.
Health.
There's no right or wrong answer. What does Alex feel about it?
Health to me personally, dude, is like I'm like a realist, I guess. Like to be honest, like health to me personally is like I have acid reflux.
Mhm.
You know that shit can't kill me. Like it's not like something that can like a really bad example is like not an STD like where I got it and
It's kind of like a tumor.
You know, it's like a brain aneurysm. You know, like it's there. It's it's benign right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but there's one day there's a chance where literally my freaking like esophagus will turn to my stomach lining, and I'll develop throat cancer and fucking die. Like,
Yeah.
and there's no fucking help for it
That's scary.
because they rather put you on a fucking pill, dude. So like, health to me is like literally like trying really hard not to like fuck up like my diet or my health and like be there for people around me. You know, try to achieve as much as I can before I hit that fucking like button to die.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like shit fucking scares me, man. And that's the shit I have to deal with. That's the reason why I don't think long term.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't. That long term to me is like I'm gonna die in like fucking another 20 years. You know, people think like I'm gonna die in old age. It's like no, I got this fucking thing that I can't fucking fix,
Yeah.
and it sucks. But that's health. It's just fucking doing as much as possible as I can for people around me, because I just like helping people out, dude.
That's sick, man.
But was it health, wealth, and love?
Mm.
Wealth personally is not about money, but it's more of like, you know, keeping good company around me. You know, like wealth and friendships and stuff like that, you know, and really appreciating like what's around me, like what's happening. Making sure I like keep like-minded individuals. That's why I like this group. You know,
Yeah.
even though I'm not reading the books and I'm not like keeping up with the quotes and
Yeah.
it makes me feel bad like when I come up and I'm like shit, like I'm not gonna bullshit anything right now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because why bother?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. You are who you surround yourself with.
Exactly.
100%. And there's not really much you can say about that other than that. Like,
No, for sure. Yeah.
but yeah, wealth is just keeping people around me, and love. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say about that love. Alright, like, I would like some examples from you three.
No,
Like,
come on, bro.
what you
Come on,
guys-
no. Come on, Alex. What is love, bro?
What is love?
What is that?
Baby, don't hurt me.
What is love, man?
What is love? I don't know, man. I really can't think of like it's from a book, right? That those three like, where'd you guys get that from? That like those three like.
I don't know. It's in like.
For me, I feel like
I heard it from
they're-
one of my mentors.
Me, I heard it from Jasper.
Heard from Jasper?
Yeah, those are like the pillars of life.
Pillars
like
of
he
life,
said, like
okay.
he explained it as like, if those three things are growing, then and if none of them are, you know, they all need to be excelling in order for all of them to be supporting each other.
Interesting. Okay.
Uh,
I guess it coincides with like people around me then with love, you know.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like. I know it sounds like a lame answer, but like
No.
that's all I really could think about right now is like, because I've grown up with some shitty people around me, dude, not giving a fuck about like what I care about, like what I'm into and shit like that. You know, I was a fat kid for like up till I was 17,
Mm-hmm.
and like, dude, I couldn't go outside. I couldn't like do anything. All I did was play games all day. Like I was a closet case, dude.
Mhm.
Like it was nuts. And so like. When I turned 17, I became like more healthier and I became skinnier and like people actually wanted to hang out with me. I kept like I was always like any attention I got, I grabbed it. You know, immediately just like it was like shitty attention, good attention, just anything, dude. Like I just went out and I just grabbed it by like the throat and was like, yeah, hold me close. I don't give a shit how like toxic it is, you know. But like love personally, it's like, dude, you got like how you were like when we had that talk earlier about like coming over. It's like, hey, dude, I don't want you having the burden of like. Going like you're doing all the video editing on your own, you know, like it's not my plan. I don't want you just to do this by yourself and like me expecting this shit every week. You know, like you were self-aware of knowing the fact that that shit's a lot for one person to handle, and like, you know, and you actually came out and talked to me about it. Like, and that's what I told you. I was like, as long as you understand the situation, you know, and we're all working all as one group to like tackle this one thing. Like, I'm down for it. Like everybody's like conscious about it. That's fucking lit. You know, I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then to me, like,
Yeah, we don't take it for granted. That's
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
I appreciate it.
It wasn't in my intent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't realize like you were gonna want to do all that. Like, I invited you because I felt like you're into this shit. You know,
Yeah,
like you're
we-
someone that's doing something that's similar.
decided-
Yeah, I thought we
You're-
were gonna be the ones.
Yeah, straight up, bro. And then I was like, oh damn, and then it all kind of clicked. I was like, wait a second, like that actually makes a lot of sense. You know, like wow, yeah, if you want to, bro, yeah, like do it.
Yeah.
Like that makes me, whoa, I didn't even think of it that way. You know.
So we've decided we've adopted you into the core four since it's only us four. We're kicking Derek out. You've stayed.
Yeah. We haven't told Derek yet. But Derek, if you watch this, Derek, you know what? Just if you have a problem with it, just leave it in the comment section. But of course,
we'll pin it to the top.
but you know, if you want to continue being part of this, just go ahead and click the notification bell, and so you can get every video that we see. That will be your way to kind of stick in this.
No, yeah, for sure. definitely glad that you decided to take on that task. Like, definitely appreciate it, and yeah, we just appreciate your content, and just you come in, you always provide some good stuff, some good insight, and
Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys.
yeah,
You know,
thank
like,
you, dude.
like I can't tell you how hard it is to find some people like minds, man. Like I'm telling you, like I'm born and raised in the West Side Modesto, and like you know the crowd that's around you.
Yeah,
dude.
for
like
sure.
right now, I have neighbors throwing nails in front of my house right now to pop my tires.
Still trying to do that?
No, I caught them, bro. Like, and they just completely stopped contact, 100%. They're like people who hella cool in front of your face, and then like also you find nails in your tires because they're like trying to fight for the spot in front of your house for some fucking reason, And like I caught them, bro, and then like I didn't say anything to them. It was more of like they did it because they did it like super early in the morning, like around 5 in the morning or so.
You saw them doing it or what?
So I'm doing it, bro. And I went out there and it was like where my girlfriend usually parks at, and I swept it all up, dude. And I hear all those fucking nails and the leaves and shit. And like they saw that shit because obviously they're awake.
Yeah.
And then no words exchanged, nothing, bro. Like they just know for a fact they fucked up. I caught them. Communications cut. No more nails from my house, nothing, dude. Like, but I'm just saying, I'm used to being like just a bunch of negativity around me. So I'm like always trying to like just like kind of push that out of your mind, just like go for what you're doing and like what you love and yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Just think like revenge.
Even then though, if you I know what you mean though, yeah, revenge, but like yeah. I just feel like if
Just hold on to that and never let it go, bro.
yeah.
Just plan your revenge for the rest of your life, and
Shut up.
No, so one of the things I've learned a long time ago is that like if you still fucking hate somebody, you still give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You still give a shit, and then like, and that's a problem, man, because then you're internalizing that shit, and you're like, it's like always back in your mind. Like, let's say like the dude who I kicked out of my house and he threw a fucking rock through my window. That window is still fucking broken to this fucking day. Yeah, and like I hate the guy. Like, he like. Because I didn't get half his rent because he trashed my house and broke some shit, Like, okay, it's like, I was fair with him, I gave you half your rent back,
Yeah.
It's only like $300, I give you $150 bucks back. But because he thought he had such power over me, he actually called himself an alpha. Who calls themselves alphas, bro? Like,
People that aren't alphas?
only Zetas call themselves alphas, I'm just kidding, that was a joke, but...
That was a good joke.
But you know what I mean. But like this guy who thought he had such power over me that he can like think he could throw a rock through a window, and like I used to like just internalize that shit, hate him, and then like I'd be so negative in my outlook in life, and just be into that fucking terrible mindset,
exactly.
And I heard that like quote of people saying like if you really still hate someone, that means you still care about them. And I was like, I don't care about that guy.
Just spending way too much energy on like
And it doesn't, and also it doesn't affect them either. Like
Exactly.
you hating somebody, like what?
It just affects you.
Exactly. So
I let go of all my past lovers.
Yeah, it's another thing.
Yeah,
But
I think that's like honestly one of my problems. I don't care enough sometimes. Like, I'm just like,
shit, I think my phone camera died.
That's okay. We got 2 more.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's my health. Health is literally keep myself alive long enough to actually make a difference in people around me. Wealth is the friendships I keep, the people I care about, people I want to surround myself with. And love, probably just like the aspect of me, like how I give. I guess I don't know how I could put that. Like it's just, I really fucking just want to do good, man.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. That's sick. I love all your answers.
Thanks, man. What about you, though, bro? What's going on?
Oh shit. To me, health is like mind and body. So being able to like, I think they go hand in hand. Like making sure that you're actually like moving and doing the things that you need to be doing. As far as like moving your body, maintaining your strength and your, putting the right things in your body, and also knowing how to navigate your emotions,
Yeah.
healthy enough without actually causing you any problems and stuff. And I think they go hand in hand, So I think that's health, mind and body.
What's your wealth?
My wealth, I think, is damn, I like what you said, bro. But I think it's like, obviously I think, to me, wealth is having resources. And to me, resources are like a combination of your own and also the people that you know and the people that you keep in your circle. In order to do that, I think you need to have assets. And I think your assets are your skills, your ability to navigate relationships, your ability to like know where to invest your money, your different traits. To me, that's what wealth is. I think a wealthy person is someone who has strong skills of both interpersonal relationship and just, I don't know, the ability to be able to get new information or something and learn new things. I think that's wealth.
That's a good one. I like that.
And love to me, I think love to me is like selfless. Like to me, love is not. To me, it's not a feeling. To me, it's more of like, love is like an action, and I think it's more of like, how can I give? It's giving. Like love is giving.
Mm-hmm.
Like love is my ability to be able to give, whether I'm receiving anything or not. Like, and to me, it's a goal. Like, how do I become love? How do I become that? To where like, you know, they freaking pin me to a cross, and I'm still giving love. You know, I think Jesus is like the perfect example of that. You know, like how is it that someone can like be going through all this pain, all this suffering, and still be doing it out of giving? You know, whether you believe that person was real or not. You know, I think it's a perfect example of like what I think to me love is, because to be completely selfish and giving, I think that's what love is.
Nice, man. That's legit, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Hella. I don't even know the word. Just very insightful.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Okay.
What's your yours?
What's going on, man?
For me, I think health is just like a balance of like staying active and nutrition and like working out. I really don't have like too many health issues, so I'm very fortunate on that aspect. I got braces. Like
I was gonna ask, did you just get those?
Yeah,
I fucking knew it. I wasn't sure though, so I didn't want to ask. Like,
Yeah.
have I not noticed that?
I got,
I was
I
like,
never really looked at his lips before. Like, no.
I was like, I could tell. I'm like, I don't know. Never mind. Go.
yeah, I got them last week. I mean, like, other than that, like, for me, health, just taking care of yourself. Like, I really like what you said about the mind and body, like, making sure that they're both, like, working in synchronicity together. You know, like, I had a lot of, like, or I do struggle with, like, mental illness. But, like, I've been through worse times in my life where I had to, like, seek, like, professional help and stuff and take medication, and I'm not, like, doing any of that right now. So right now, like, I feel like I'm in a better spot for that, but I think mental health is like just as important, if not more important, as like physical health. I mean, like they go right hand in hand together, you know? Like, what's the point of being like able to run like 5 miles like every day if I can kill yourself the next day because you don't feel good about yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel like it's both really important. Wealth for me is like just about like feeling good about what you have, like gratefulness, and I think always about like feeling like you have like a safety net. I think that's what wealth is to me, like. And I don't mean like a social safety net with what like the government or anything. I just mean like with your own resources.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just for wealth, not just thrive or survival. Like I mean, like being able to thrive in your environment. You know, in your desired environment. I think. I don't know. Well, just having money, resources, like good people around you, and having a good time, you know? Being content. I think that's wealth.
Being content?
Content, not content. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's what wealth is for me. obviously like the money part.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's not lying. That's what we're here.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. Money over everything.
I mean,
No,
like
I'm
this. To me, like I don't want to get too into it because like I feel like your guys' answers were just so much more like.
Better?
Less yeah, honestly, because mine, like, I totally
This is your truth, dude.
I just wanted to say, like, because I'm just,
You're kicked out.
I'm gonna start my own channel, 1 degree.
I could do
Bring it. My bad.
anyway, but I think, like, right now I'm saving money, you know, just because I want something more for me and my family,
Yeah.
you know?
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I want to be able to do anything I want, you know, and I'm not saying that I want to go like buy a yacht or anything. I just want to be able to, like, if I have the time, like, learn how to play piano really good, you know, something like that. Like, I can't do that right now because I have to go work. If I wanted to, I could, like, improve one of my skills, you know, like
For
just whatever it may be. If I wanted to become like a better like athlete or something, I would have the time to do that. If I wanted to spend time with my family and go on a trip with them and spend real like quality time with them, I want to be able to do that.
So basically, your ambition right now is to grind it out so you can enjoy that later on in life.
Yeah.
Get that income. What do you call it? The
Residual income.
residual income.
Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't have to be residual. Like if it happened that I created a big ass company and I sold it all and I had all the money that I needed for the rest of my life,
And you're set.
I wouldn't necessarily need a residual income. I'm just saying, like, I need the money at the moment to be able to do whatever it is that I want to do and not have to be restricted by that, you know? Because that's just a stress, you know? And, like, right now I'm trading time for money. And I don't want to have to choose either or. I want to have quality time and money, you know, to do anything that I want.
Actually, that's what Gary Vee talked about in that one video I sent you guys. You know, it's like you want that like extra time. You know, you guys set aside like what you actually want.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, you're not spending enough time with your family, then take some fucking time off and spend time with your family.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not making enough money, then go fucking work your ass off. You know, like. And right now, what you're doing is you're working your ass off so you can later on spend that time with your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why you're actually building that empire with Adrian right now, to buy that house,
Yeah,
to actually set that shit up for yourselves, and then continue on from there.
exactly.
Which is fantastic.
Exactly.
And so, like, right now you're just grinding out up to the end of the year, dude. Once that shit happens, you buy that fucking house, you don't work so much. You can actually sit it out, obviously build more money and stuff like that a little later on, but you don't have to stress about it because you guys have a goal at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Like, oh man, it's so
Yeah.
sick.
And yeah, so that's wealth to me, and that's why I kind of like felt like your guys' answers are completely different from mine, because mine's like more focused on money. But like,
It's your
it is all like it is all what you guys said as well. Like,
Sure.
though it's not just about having the money; it's how I'm gonna use the money. You know, I'm gonna be like with my family, with my friends, doing hobbies that I enjoy. You know, like just enjoying my life. If I can enjoy my life, then I will say, like 100% of the time, then I'll be wealthy, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I think of it.
Dude, that's an awesome answer, man.
Alright.
I don't think that's impossible. Nobody could be happy like 24/7. Like girls.
Of course.
happy
But I'm working towards
but
like
I
the
feel you.
90% of the
Yeah,
time,
exactly.
you know? Yeah, of course, bro.
So what's your love, man?
My love, to me, I think that, like, love is just being able to care, you know? And, like, to me, I think that people feel like they have such a, like, limited amount of love, and it's like, if you, like, are saying that you love all these people or whatever, like, have a lot of people that you love and care about, it's, like, diluted, but I think that, like, love is infinite, you know? So, just being able to spread that love and just caring about people. I think that that's what the main thing is. Realizing that you're not just the entire entity of the world, and being able to empathize. I think that's really key to love, you know?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Empathy.
Alright.
Sweet. Yeah, health. Like when I think of health, of course, you know, like you guys said, body and mind, super important. I definitely like lean towards like trying to take care of like mental health, of course, like above everything. Like I think physical health will come with that. They're both incredibly important, you know what I mean? Like you were saying, like your body's not right, like doesn't matter, and you don't even realize that health is wealth, like everybody says all the time, until you have something serious that does kind of bother you, and you know what I mean, like that does affect you, and you realize how important health actually is, because you can't enjoy anything else in life without your health, without your physical health.
Exactly.
But also mental health definitely plays a huge part in that as well too, because you can be the physically healthiest person, but if you're not mentally healthy, like again, it doesn't matter. You won't accomplish what you need to accomplish, or like people will deal with suicide and things like that all the time because they're just not mentally healthy. So I think that those things are both incredibly important to me. Being physically healthy and mentally healthy. But of course, I think mental health is key to just being alive.
Yeah.
And when it comes to wealth, of course, I think the same thing. Like when I hear the word wealth, I think I think money, but not just a little bit of money, not just like rich. I think wealthy. Like when I think of wealthy, I think of like that's like filthy rich. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like stupid amounts of money. Like that's what I think when I think of the word wealth. Is like I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. That's why I think of the word wealth. You know what I mean? Like and that's gives you that freedom. It gives you that whatever it is you need in life. Like when you have wealth. But of course, it does come down to those things too. It's a lot larger than just having financial wealth. There's social wealth, like you guys were talking about, like having friends and family that you can live. Like again, I was thinking about that J. Cole song, "Love Yours," and he talks about like their houses and shit. Like if the people inside don't love you, type shit. You know what I mean? Like you can have the biggest house, type shit, but like if everybody don't love you in that bitch, like what does that even matter, type shit? Like you know what I mean? And then that brings me into love. I guess is like I think love is about self-love. You gotta love yourself before you can love anything else. You know what I mean? You gotta love yourself truly, show yourself love before you can go and show the world love. And I think that's what love comes down to too, is just showing love. You show love, you get love. And like my prime example of that is Terrence. Like that dude shows love to everybody. That's why he gets mad love. Like you feel me? You show love, you get love.
Terrence shows love, bro.
For sure. Like
I gotta meet that guy.
yeah.
He's awesome.
He was gonna come, he's such a douche. He called me today. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a guest speaker, kid invited me. Like bullshitting. I was like, no you're not. This would have been ran through the group chat, Terrence. I was like, you would've just show up. But it was just hella funny, but yeah, he's hilarious, but that's what I think of like
He should come through though.
Yeah, for sure. I was telling him to come, but T.
Yeah, he likes.
Yeah.
So nice.
But yeah, health, physical, mental, that's what it comes down to. I think like that's it's kind of tough for me to like define without like actually talking about it. And then wealth, like I said, like when I think of wealth, I don't think like rich. I think wealthy. Like those are two different things, like distinctive things. Like like rich, you can tell. Wealthy is like Larry David, dresses regular, drives a Prius type shit. Like, cause he got so much money, it doesn't matter. Has an extravagant house, but like appearances doesn't matter. Rich is like the guy who has the fucking Louis Bell, who has the, you know what I mean, like trying to show everybody that he has money, cause he's rich. He has money, we can see it on him, but obviously so insecure about something, you know what I mean? Like wealth is like that. I have so much money, bro, I'll bury you like in fucking money. Like literally and figuratively, it doesn't fucking matter what I look like. You know what I mean? Like
it's like Bill Gates, dude.
yeah, exactly. Like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, like these guys right here are wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they aren't rich, they're wealthy. Like the Walton family, wealthy. Like that's what I'm talking about, wealth. But then again, it does come down to things like I always think about that, like that Bob Marley quote where he talks about just being rich in love and being rich in friendships and being rich and you know what I mean, things like that. Like, are you rich? He's like, yeah, I've been rich. You know? Like, I have family that loves me, I have friends that love me, this and that. Like, I've been rich. And that's what it does. It comes to that first, you know what I mean? Like, you can be the richest person in the world, you can be Jeff Bezos, but like, unhappy because you're not wealthy in anything else but finance. So I think that's what it comes down to. And again, like when I say that wealth, that's what I think it takes in life too, is not just like, there's a difference between being like happy and being like ecstatic type shit. And that's what I mean is like with your life and like being wealthy with your social status or your social standing. It's like not just being like fucking like, yeah, like, you know, everything's good. It's like, damn, this shit is like superb. Like, you know what I mean? Getting to that extra level, like Like, I don't know, but that's what I think about wealth. And then love, like I said, it all starts with self-love and coming down to show love and getting love.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like you, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. What's the next one?
Just sign that right up.
Cross
Check
that
mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for visiting us this week for another episode of 6 Degree Theory.
6.
Oh,
No.
bad omens.
Bad moments, bro. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching this. Continue on next week.
See you next week. We'll do it again.
Will we accomplish our goals? Tune in next week.
6.
We're changing the name now.
All right.